I'm recording this video after close of trade Thursday 31st of May 2012. Hope you had a good day's trading today. And just a quick note, I wasn't able to get the video out fast enough yesterday, so the email's kind of delayed. If you subscribe to Emini-Watch by email, you get 2 today. Apologies for that. When I was uploading the video, it just kind of got hung up and wouldn't go through, so that was why the email kind of coming out late. Anyway, in yesterday's video I was pretty darn bearish actually, and just looking for the 1290 level to get broken. I thought it was kind of bombs away after that. Today's activity really, pretty interesting. We kind of tried to break through 1300. We got down to like 1298 and kind of bounced around 10:30 or something in the morning, and then kind of raced away and had almost like a parabolic move. We ended up with 2.3 million contracts traded. It's almost like a little bit of a long-legged doji pattern on a day and night session chart. It is almost exactly a long-legged kind of doji pattern here, which shows indecision, and I think that's kind of the name of the game. We're sitting at this level. Everybody knows down here this is the level, so we don't have a huge amount of confidence coming from the long side, from the bulls, to kind of buy this thing and get this thing going. And I think on the short side we don't have a lot of energy to just take it through and sell short, so we're just sitting at a little bit of a indecision. In terms of just kind of backing down from high to low type charts with today's activity, so end of the month, end of May, beginning of June, the monthly chart has got end of trend warning signal on the highest time frame here. Monthly chart on a better sine wave, which is could see this kind of lining up as soon as when the signals kind of are likely to go off on the better sine wave. You can anticipate that this was going to happen, and of course it lines up really nicely with an end of trend on the daily chart here. So that high up in the 1400s, end of trend here. It's interesting. Even on these high time frames, you get these kind of signals kind of lining up. When you back it down to the daily 135-minute chart and the daily chart, we're still below resistance, support, I beg your pardon, on the daily chart here. I know we've had our exhaustion selling down here. We've not seen our bullish divergence yet to kind of stop this move. Pull back to dirty end of trend here on the 135-minute chart, where we have seen a lot of activity to kind of slow this. But this is the thing that happened today, which just shows there's not a lot of confidence in this. It was almost like a parabolic move kind of late in the day, and it just sold off really hard. So as soon as we were coming back up to these levels where it was kind of breakaway gap down last couple of days, we come back up to test that level, and there's a lot of people trying to get short there, and you can see it on the tick frame charts. If I go to the 4,500 tick frame chart, you can see it just went kind of almost exponential here, blow off volume. This exhaustion buying here is almost like a short covering rally that we had coming into 10-11 a.m. Then we kind of race away, bearish divergence, and then kind of another kind of blow off move here. And then look at all these blue professional bars in the last half hour of the day, just as this thing starts to tank, just getting short. So that's not terribly good. Doesn't show a lot of kind of confidence in the market. And we're just sitting here right on this trend line here. Everybody can kind of see this, and that low is just incredibly important. I suppose on the plus side, Euro, today's activity, we got exhaustion selling down here, kind of confirmed pro signal exit, which tends to mean this move has been so extreme on the downside, we're just going to hang around for a while. So I could see us just kind of playing around these levels and just trying to figure out whether we're going to go through 1290. I don't think it's going to be straight away. I think it's this long-legged doji pattern. Everybody's trying to figure out, are we going to break 1290 and just bombs away, or are we going to have a little bit more of a rally? And I'm just waiting for these to take profits. This is a better trend oscillator. Look at this whole cluster of sell signals that we've had, and so the trend oscillator here is just down at the it's reading 1. It's been turning down every time it kind of has had one of these little kind of legs down. It's been kind of loading up in terms of more contracts. So we've got a whole suite of these kind of little sell signals, cluster of them kind of going off here. And we've got a little bit of a ways to run on the trend oscillator. This is the put-call ratio oscillator, so exactly the same kind of code, but instead of using trend data, using put-call ratio data. And again, kind of, two very different kind of sources of data, and when they start to line up like this, we got these two kind of rolling over at the same time. This has got a little bit of a ways to run, and so has the put-call ratio got some ways to run down here. So I still think we're going to break 1290 and kind of go down, which would be great. These things will take profits. I think we'll get a new equity high on the trend systems, which would be good. So anyway, just FYI. In terms of my trading, one shot, one kill. First thing, it was almost like yesterday. Just got shorts, kind of almost like first few minutes of the day. Short at 13.11, out at 7. Of course, it was a lousy exit. It was good for 4 points, which was great. But the pro signal exit down here. So I was getting short at this break down here. We had resistance kind of coming on the 1500 tip bar chart. Didn't think this was in, so I don't like these signals, kind of exhaustion selling signals pre the open. I think they're a little bit suspect. Sometimes they work out, but sometimes they don't. In any case, we'd had the first bullish divergence and coming back down, so we needed to put in another cyclical support before this was likely to end, if that was the end of this kind of selling move down here. Of course it wasn't. We kind of broke through that support level, went pull back to end of trend, exhaustion selling, bullish divergence kind of come in. We test it down here with a flush pattern, amateur down bars kind of down here. Then it breaks through again, a little bit of a push down, finally make another pullback to end of trend, and then we start to rally from there. So yeah, short at 11 was okay, but the better exit would have been here at the pro signal exit, down at, I think that was about 3. So it was another 4 points on this trade kind of down here. But so be it. I was kind of I was happy to be out anyway. But just bear in mind, it's got this long-legged doji. Everybody's just which way is this going to break? I think the euro's going to have a little bit of a respite for a couple of days maybe. And so maybe we're going to hang around this kind of support level before we kind of finally maybe kind of break through it. So we'll see. A little less bearish than I was yesterday, but still wouldn't be surprised to see if it heads through 1290. Hope you traded well today.
13.11 even. Short 13.11 even. And just checking the stops and targets. Reason for getting shorts, but 8:37 AM we've got Chicago PMI coming out 8:45, and well, it's kind of downward bias today. We've had this sell-off, kind of pre-open, exhaustion, selling, bullish, first bullish divergence comes in, but at the very least I'd have thought it would make a cyclical turn after that. Just to kind of, I don't like these kind of pre-open, I prefer them during the day. So was this just a weak kind of bounce up in a Rambo pattern, kind of come back down, and we just had a little bit of a complex correction on the way up on the 500 tip bar chart, and just kind of breaking down here. So just playing this kind of swing on the 1500, supports on the 500, so we're breaking through that. That's good. So we might go into a trend move here. So let's see. Minutes later, we've got this subscribers get the number, the Chicago PMI number at 8:41 AM. My clock says it's 8:41, so not a huge amount of volatility yet. We've kind of broken down almost to 1309. Here we go. So we're below support on the 500 tip bar chart here, so I think we might be in a downtrend. Whoa, there we go. And target's at 7, so 1.5 away. Don't think it was all that good. Here we go, running down, minus 9,000. That was on better momentum, so got a little bit of follow through, but this might pull back to end of trend. So let's see, come on. Just out 1307 even for 4. Excellent. 8:43 AM, another one shot, one kill. I had one yesterday, one first thing today, both about the same thing. Both the shorts, first 10 minutes of the day, and out. Excellent. Don't think this was a classic kind of setup because we had some strength, and it was kind of reversing around here and going against this trend on the 4500 tip bar chart. But it was kind of like a weak rally, complex correction on the way up, just kind of batting backwards and forwards between these. Had this kind of short bias today, so Yep, Rambo patterns into resistance, bang, and we've got a, for this, I mean, this could bottom out here because we had exhaustion selling first bullish divergence. This might be a flush pattern down here if we get cyclical support, so potentially. But anyway, it's got to make pullback to end of trend. We're through support here at 45, so we'll see what this does today. But had a good couple of days, so just going to take it easy. 8:44 AM. Hope you traded well today.